What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Clippers Latest, where we talk all things LA Clippers. Quick, fast, and to the point. I'm your host with the most, Brandon Goggins, back here with another episode for you guys today. Clip gang or don't bang. Do you hear me? I seen you guys saying that in the comment section. Y'all finna have me start saying that too, man. Cause for real, if you ain't part of Clip gang, then don't bang, gang. Nah, in all seriousness, how is everybody doing today? I hope that everybody's doing extremely fantastic on this day today. I am doing all right. As you guys know, you know my strategy of recording these videos, and right now it is very, very late at night. Um, I just got off of work. Not even gonna lie to you. Working in sports, I had to cover the World Series, and if you saw anything about that game, um, yeah, you know that it went to 18 innings, which means that yes, it was basically two games played inside of one. And thankfully, our city, the LA Dodgers, came through with the game three win. But man, is that coming at the expense of my sleep because guess what? I got work in the morning. But nah, in all seriousness, well, I mean, shoot, that is serious. Like, you can tell from the bags under my eyes, you can tell that my hair ain't really done. I ain't got the polo today. It's unfortunate because I am still in a very ecstatic and grateful mood because we are at our 50th episode of Clippers Latest, guys. Can y'all believe that? I can't. Like, that's crazy. Like, 50, big 50, halfway to 100. Like, that's what's up, man. Once again, I just appreciate you guys for rocking with me, man. I rock with y'all as y'all rock with me, and we gonna keep on building this thing and making it into something great. Once again, clip gang or don't bang, man. You know what I'm saying? But without further ado, let's get into it and talk about some basketball because that's what we're here for at the end of the day. Shout out to the Dodgers, but this is about the Clippers. So let's talk about the Clippers. Starting with one of our vets that we have talked about time and time again, that being Brook Lopez. James Harden said it himself. Brook Lopez will curse you out if he doesn't like what he's seeing. He said, quote, he's a vet that has won a championship before. At the end of the day, it's all about winning for us. He's going to curse you out. His personality is different, but it's great for our team. He has a great personality. When he's mad, he's going to let you know when he's mad. We appreciate him. We're happy he's on our side now. And honestly, I've been saying it since he got here. Brook is the perfect vet for this squad. It's important to have somebody that's so vocal, who will hold guys accountable because there are too many teams that fall into this, oh, everything's fine, everything's going to be cool trap. Not Brook Lopez. He ain't going for none of that kumbaya, Mr. Nice Guy type of stuff when it's time to lock in for real. You know what I'm saying? Like James said, he's been there. He knows what it takes to win at the highest level. So if he got to raise his voice every now and then to get everybody on one accord, by all means, go ahead, do it. I think that is very necessary to be able to do that. Hold on, let me charge my phone because y'all know my phone don't be charging like that. Oh yeah, Kawhi. He talked about this particular topic in the preseason. He said that Brook is usually the funny guy, always cracking jokes, keeping the locker room light. But you know what happens when the jokester finally gets serious? Everybody shuts up and listens. You know what I'm saying? Ask me how I know. I guarantee you that's exactly what's going on whenever Brook speaks up in the Clippers locker room. And we need that energy all season. You know what I'm saying? You can be the fun guy, you can keep the vibes high, but you got to stand on business and mean business. You know what I'm saying? So as long as he continues to do that, I think we're going to be A-okay. Now, staying on the topic of a veteran presence, here's something interesting. I saw somebody put out a what if trade that it had me wondering about some things. They said the Clippers receive Drew Holiday in exchange for the Blazers getting Bogdan Bogdanovic, Derrick Jones Jr., Nick Batum, and 2 second-round picks. Now, how do I say this? With all due respect to Drew Holiday, hell no. What? No diss, but who do we think this guy is? Drew is a phenomenal player. Anybody would be lucky to have him on his team or on the team. Elite defender, high IQ. He's a winner. Would he fit on this team? Abso-freaking-lutely. But a 35-year-old Drew Holiday is not worth all of that I just listed right there. Bogey and 2 seconds. I could maybe talk myself into that. You know what I'm saying? I can work with that. Even though we be losing shooting in Bogey. That's the only part that I might be like, Batum, that's a stretch. But I listen. Like say it was Bogey and Batum. Shoot, maybe throw in one of them second round picks. But Derrick Jones Jr., you're out of your mind, dog. That's not happening. No, it's not happening. That's just too much. Derrick Jones Jr., in my opinion, is way too valuable to this team. And he adds depth as far as size. Whereas we have enough guards on this team. Obviously, he would be a great one to add, but we don't. Nah. It would be crazy if we had him, though. Imagine like a defensive lineup of Drew and Chris Dunn in the front or in the backcourt, Kawhi at the 3, Jones Jr. at the 4, and then Lopez anchoring down at the 5. Good luck scoring, buddy, because you're not going to. And as much as I'd love to see that, if we ever seriously explore something like that, we gotta look at some different pieces, or at least not Derrick Jones Jr. Not him. We can't. No, I'm not going for that. But there is a certain somebody who might find themselves on the chopping block sooner or later if they keep on doing what they're known for doing. Who could I be talking about? I'm gonna act like Dora real quick. Do you guys know who I'm talking about? Oh, it's Bradley Beal. So, Bradley Beal is going to miss tonight's game against the Warriors with lower back soreness. Now, granted, he might really be dealing with this. I'm sure there is like truth to it. But it could very well just be him resting. A lot of people are on his ass saying that it's PTO, which I'm not going to say whether I agree or not. He's already on minute restriction. And what did I say before the season started? We need 60 games out of Bradley Beal this year. 60. But if this is any type of early indicator of how many games he might be playing this year, I'm not liking the chances so far, to be quite frank with you. If we doing basic math, he's already missed 50% of the games. Or, well, given this game. So, I don't know, man. These are the type of games that we need him for the most, too. Like, we need it early, build chemistry, find rhythm, and test our lineups. Like, it's the Warriors game. Like, I don't know. I'm going to let it slide for now since he's still easing in. But I'm not going to sit quietly if this becomes a habit. I'm not going for that shit. Like, I'm not going to lie. Sorry to cuss, but, like, I'm really not trying to get pissed off. I already told y'all, like, how late it is. I'm not trying to get pissed off at this right now. Ty Lue, he did say that the back issue came from when Beal took that charge against the Suns. Said it caused some back spasms, same type of thing that kept him out in Phoenix, which is not a good sign at all. This will be a second game straight that he will miss, like I said. Hopefully he's back after we get back from Golden State. We got Milwaukee on Thursday. So hopefully he'll be up and ready to go by then. The good news in this is that Chris Dunn will likely get to start tonight, and that could be a potentially big deal for us, especially on the defensive end, given how he's performed in these first few games. But, now with that, let's talk about the game itself. Look, the Warriors are in for a nightmare. Clippers take on the Warriors tonight in what I and many others would like to call the Young Bowl. Obviously, They have an old lineup. We got an old lineup. So let's go old lineup for old lineup, just like we did in the preseason. But this time it actually counts for something. And that's why we need to step on their freaking necks and not let up. Look, man, Warriors are coming off a back to back. So we have to, I mean, like, we have to capitalize on that. Like, we have to. And usually Al Horford, he doesn't play on both ends of a back to back, but they rested him last night against the Grizzlies. So we need to expect a fully fresh Al Horford tonight. And speaking of somebody that'll be fully fresh and ready to go, Draymond Green is going to be on timing. I'm just going to let you guys know that now. He's going to be on that type of time. He got a flagrant last game against the Grizzlies, and he was still talking his cash afterward. If he's riled up, we need to take advantage of that. We either need to humble him, or we need to get in his head even more and let him be his own worst enemy. But again, that's something you got to be careful with, because sometimes when he's overhyped, that's when they play their best for whatever reason. It's like it ignites a fire under him, which, as a competitor, like, I understand why, but like, we don't need them getting that type of momentum, is what I'm saying. And speaking of Steph, he didn't have a great game, like, to his standards last time out either. So he's going to be looking to bounce back. Like, he always do that, bro. We have to shut that down before he even thinks about it. Before it can even breathe. No. Locking it up, gang. Like I said, with Beal out, I do expect Chris Dunn to start. I expect it. Who knows what Ty Lue gonna do these days. And I feel like his assignment should be simple. Curry gets nothing. Nada. I think we need to hold him under 15 points. Like, no, like, not even being funny. Like, under 15. And while we're at it, throw Derrick Jones Jr. on Jimmy Butler, too, just in case he try anything crazy. We don't need nobody getting off, bro. If Jonathan Kuminga is their leading scorer, that means we won the game. So let's have it be that. Defense has been our bread and butter, has been our pride this season outside of that first game. And it needs to stay that way tonight. You know what I'm saying? The Warriors struggled last against the same Portland team that we just beat. So theoretically, we should have the edge. But this is the NBA. Anybody can beat anybody. So with that being said, we do not need to just come in with the mindset to win. But I've said it time and time again, and I cannot stress this enough. We need to come in with the mindset to dominate. Like, we need to put them away before they even get a chance to go on any of their little runs that they like to go on. We don't need any of that. You understand me? I hope you do. That's going to do it for this episode, guys. I'm sorry that the energy was kind of lackluster. I hope you can understand the circumstances of that. But please still feel free to leave your comments down below. What do you guys think about our odds against the Warriors tonight? What are your thoughts about Bradley Beal missing another game? Do you think that'll be a common occurrence? Would you go for that Drew trade, or would you consider other options? And, like, what would those options be? And then, obviously, shout out to Brook Lopez and his veteran presence, just continuing to impress his teammates, impress the fans, impress everybody. So, shout out below. But I'm going to get on up out of here, guys. Make sure you hit that like button once again if you enjoyed the video. And, of course, consider subscribing if you're new here. It'd be greatly appreciated. We on the road to 300. But I'm going to get out of here. Y'all be easy. Y'all stay sleazy. Always keep it capital peasy. Clip gang. Don't bang. I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. Y'all be smooth. Peace.